Alright, our last lesson for this week is interior and exterior angles of circles. So we're going to need to start with some basic vocabulary first, and the first thing is a chord. So a chord, right here. So a chord, two endpoints on circle. Notice that a chord is inside, always inside the circle. Alright, secant. So a secant is like a chord, but it's going to be a line. So this is a line with 2 points on circle. So this is a segment. I should have said that. This is a segment over here. Alright, and then lastly, we have a tangent. So a tangent is here. So it would just be like A. So a tangent is 1 point on the circle. So a line with 1 point on the circle. So chord is a segment with 2 points, secant is a line with 2 points, and a tangent is a line with 1 point, just 1 point on the circle. Alright, so now to our angles. So interior angles. So when you think interior, you need to think inside, but not at the central, not a central. So there's the center, angle is not at the center. So this happens when two chords or two secants meet inside. So we got a chord here and a chord there, and they cross and they create this angle. Alright, so the way it works is if we want this angle, if we wanted that angle, and that would be called angle AEB. So the measure of angle AEB is equal to this arc. So I'll use a different color. So arc AB, and then plus arc CD, and we're going to divide that by 2. So it's the average of those two arcs. So, and that's going to give me this and this because these are vertical angles. These are vertical. So if this is 40 and this is 60, then we could say 40 plus 60 divided by 2 is equal to 50 degrees. So then this would be 50 degrees here, and that would be 50 degrees there. And now if you remember, these two have to be a straight line, so this would be 130 and this would be 130. Alright, so let's give it a go. Alright, so down here I'm looking for X. X is this angle, and we're going to use this arc and this arc. So I'm going to say 43 plus 41 divided by 2, and that's going to give me 42. So my answer is 42 degrees. Alright, a little bit different here. I want arc TU. So arc TU is there. I'm going to look and I'm going to say, okay, well, I know that this arc is 60 and this angle is 120. So using what I know up here, that tells me that 120 equals 60 plus, I'm going to let this be X over 2. So I got to do a little math here, a little calculating. So times 2 times 2. So I get 240 is equal to 60 plus X. Subtract the 60. 240 minus 60 is 180. So my answer is 180 degrees. Alright, and last one. We've got this angle we want to find, UVT. We're going to use this arc and that arc. So 175 plus 53 divided by 2. That is 8. 228 divided by 2, which will be 114 degrees. Alright. So that's it for interior. Now we're going to go to exterior. So exterior, of course, if we think exterior, we should be thinking outside the circle. So we're talking about this angle over here. So this angle, this angle, this angle, outside the circle. So if we call this angle 1, we'll call this angle 1, and we'll call this angle 1. Now, even though they look different, two secants. So you got two secants here. You got one tangent and one secant. And here you have two tangents. Alright, good thing is they all work the same way. So we're going to use this angle, so it uses this arc and this arc. So we'll say the measure of angle 1 is equal to the big arc, which is AD, minus arc BC over 2. Now notice that this one is subtract. Up here we were adding, but we're subtracting here. So again, this will be the same here. So here's our small arc, here's our bigger arc. So the measure of angle 1 is equal to arc AC minus arc BC divided by 2. And then lastly, we got the measure of angle 1 is equal to the big arc now ABC, so arc ABC minus arc AC divided by 2. So when it's exterior, we're going to subtract and divide by 2. Alright, so let's do a couple of practice and then you'll have it. Alright, so I'm looking for this angle. So this is 110. Now remember, a circle is equal to 360. So if this is 110 and a circle is 360, that means that this is 250. So I'll just have to do 250 minus 110 divided by 2. So that's 140 divided by 2. So the answer is 70 degrees. Alright, over here, again looking for this. There's my small arc. There's my bigger arc. So I'm going to have 129 minus 61 divided by 2. So 68 divided by 2, which would be 34 degrees. And finally, I don't know this one, but I know the answer. So 44 is equal to the big arc minus the small arc divided by 2. I got to do some calculating here. So times 2 times 2. So I have 88 is equal to x minus 65. Need to add the 65. So 153. Alright guys, that's it.